Good morning, Jim Whitehead. I'm back. You know, we had a hurricane go near us, and yeah, did we lose power? Yes, we did. But everything was minor because we were way down in South Florida, and we feel terrible and pray for all the folks in northern Florida that unfortunately had their life upended or worse. So here we go. God bless everybody. All right, today on the lightest subjects, we're going to talk about the Megatherium, commonly known as the giant ground sloth. It was a prehistoric animal that roamed South America during the Pleistocene epoch. These massive creatures were among the largest land animals, standing up to 6 meters, which that's metric, and metric is much better than not metric or English that we have, but that 6 meters is actually 20 feet tall when they're on their hind legs and weighing, oh my God, several tons. You know, I've been on a diet, but the good news is I'm not several tons. Anyway, they are officially considered as extinct. And I always feel bad when something just goes away. And even as I'm 75, and I'm not going to say I'm going to go extinct, but yeah, we all know when we get up to this age, we count our days as a blessing. There are some theories and speculations suggesting that small isolated populations of the Megatherium or other giant sloth species could survive in remote parts of South America. And you know, the neatest thing, and whenever you can go somewhere and you're exploring, you know, I always hoped I found a big bag of money, but I would also be happy if I found an animal that everybody thought was extinct. So there you go. I guess it's all, how would we say, priorities. However, no credible modern sightings have been verified. Doesn't mean they're not there. Characteristics of the Megatherium. Size. The Megatherium was a giant herbivore, a far larger than today's tree-dwelling sloths. By the way, I love watching sloths, and the interesting thing about sloths, as a little side point, the food and leaves that they eat, believe it or not, are a little poisonous. And that's why they contribute, or they contribute that problem with their food for a reason why they don't move very quickly. Their metabolism is extremely slow, whatever you want to say. Very interesting. Why don't they find something that they don't have to worry about and they can just run around? I don't know. It could weigh up to 4 tons, similar in size to modern elephants. Its body was built for strength and stability, with thick limbs and massive claws for digging or pulling down branches. Okay, their diet. Although primarily a herbivore, feeding on leaves, fruits, and other plant material, some scientists have speculated that it may have scavenged occasionally or defended its territory with aggression thanks to its formidable claws. So there you go. Unlike today's sloths, the Megatherium lived on the ground, moving slowly due to its large size. Yeah, if I weighed that 4 tons, I'd probably be moving real slow. It's likely led a relatively slow-paced life, but it would have had few natural predators due to its size, no kidding, except for human hunters, it figures, toward the end of its existence. Why do people kill animals? I don't get it. Okay, talking about extinction, Megatherium went extinct around 10 to 12,000 years ago, possibly due to a combination of climate change at the end of the last ice age and human activity. Well, we messed it up again, including overhunting by early humans who had migrated to South America. You know, why don't you just go to the supermarket and buy steaks? But anyway, all right, theories of survival. Despite the widely accepted belief that Megatherium went extinct thousands of years ago, there are occasional claims and theories that isolated populations still exist in unexplored or dense jungles of South America, particularly in regions like the Amazon basin. We do recognize that the wonderful Amazon is so big, and if you want to say, I guess the best way to describe it, so overgrown that it's very hard for people to go into the Amazon and really get places because, again, there's so much growth, vines, probably quicksand. I can go on and on and on. Now, these theories are often linked to cryptozoology and lack scientific evidence. Nevertheless, the vast, largely unexplored areas of the Amazon and other remote locations fuel speculation about surviving prehistoric creatures. Now, that would be wonderful. You know, if you say, we really thought they were gone, but I don't know how you get all into this, but someday, you know, you'd say, wow, we went in and we found A, B, C, D, and E. Some cryptids or mythical creatures from the indigenous folklore, such as the Mapagurari, a large sloth-like beast described in stories from Amazon, are sometimes speculated to be based on surviving ground sloths. Descriptions of the Mapagurari include a large, furry animal with a single eye, long claws, and backward-facing feet, often resembling ancient sloths in their general appearance. While the Mapagurari is largely considered a mythical creature, its association with the Megatherium adds to the intrigue surrounding the potential survival of these ancient animals. Despite these theories, there's been no concrete evidence, such as fossils, carcasses, or DNA, that would suggest that the Megatherium or its relatives have survived in modern times. The dense, often inaccessible rainforests of South America have made comprehensive studies difficult, but extensive searches have not yielded any clear proof of the giant sloth's continued existence. So anyway, the idea of surviving Megatherium-like creatures continues to fascinate both scientists and cryptozoologists. Theories about living fossils in remote regions are not entirely unfounded, giving the discovery of other species thought to be long extinct, such as the coelacanth, a prehistoric fish rediscovered in 1938. This adds a sliver of hope that ancient species like the Megatherium can be rediscovered in unexplored areas. But however, without physical evidence, these theories remained speculative. The giant ground sloth, like many other creatures of the Pleistocene, succumbed to environmental and anthropogenic pressures long ago. The continued search for such creatures, however, serves as a reminder of the mysteries that still lie hidden in the natural world. And the other area to think about, and is the oceans. We have oceans or water cover about 75% of the planet. And there are so many areas that are so freaking deep, like the Mariana Trench, that there, thank goodness, are probably so many animals, reptiles, fish, I don't want to say, well, even humans, that have yet to be discovered. And from the human point of view, we know, and again, using the Amazon as an example, because it's so dense, so large, that in a lot of cases there are undiscovered tribes. And as we recognize and worry, if you end up going into and finding one of these tribes that have never had any contact with human beings, they're probably not going to be saying, come on down, join us for dinner, unless we are the dinner. So anyway, you know how much I love bringing these to you. I want to thank you for being here. And again, my blessings to all the hurricane victims. Yes, it could have been us. And I never know why. And we pray every day. We pray for animals every day. We pray for people every day. We just don't know why we are so blessed and fortunate when good people, like a lot of people in North Florida, unfortunately, things didn't work out real well. So anyway, thank you for being here. I really, really appreciate it. And please just keep watching and subscribing. I hate to say that, but it's true. Thank you very much. Talk to you later.